In today's video, I am going to show you how to build your own NAS or network attached storage using TrueNAS SCALE and how to access it over the internet. Whether you are looking to store your data securely, set up media server, or share files across your home or office network and beyond, this guide will get you up and running. So let's dive in. First, you will need some basic hardware. A computer or server, ideally something with multiple drive bays. If you don't have a dedicated NAS enclosure, you can repurpose an old computer. Make sure you have enough SATA ports for your storage drives. You also need multiple SSDs or HDDs to store your data. A USB drive with at least 8 GB is needed to install the TrueNAS SCALE on your computer. And last but not least, a stable internet connection. Now, let's get to the fun part, installing TrueNAS SCALE. So please follow the steps. Head over to the TrueNAS website. TrueNAS SCALE is an open source operating system designed for NAS solutions. It's powerful, flexible, and perfect for both beginners and advanced users. From here, download the TrueNAS SCALE ISO file. Now, I'm going to use Balena HR to create a bootable USB drive with the TrueNAS SCALE ISO. So download the Balena HR setup file. Run Balena HR. Click on Flash from File and pick the TrueNAS SCALE ISO file you downloaded earlier. Hit Select Target and choose the USB drive you want to use as the bootable drive. Click on Flash and wait for Balena HR to finish writing the OS images onto the flash drive. You have successfully flashed the USB drive. Now connect the bootable USB drive to your computer or NAS before powering it on. Enter the boot settings and make sure the USB drive appears as boot option 1. While you are still inside the BIOS, you can enable virtualization in your CPU settings. Save the changes. After your computer restarts, continue installing TrueNAS SCALE on it. In the TrueNAS console setup wizard, select Install or Upgrade. Use spacebar to select the drive where you want to install TrueNAS SCALE. Choose Administrative User, that is admin, as the web UI authentication method. Enter the password for the admin user. After the installation is complete, unplug your USB drive from the NAS and hit Reboot System. After the restart, your NAS will boot into TrueNAS SCALE's command line interface or CLI. However, we'll utilize the web UI for configuring and managing your NAS. In the TrueNAS SCALE CLI, you can see an IP address. Note this IP address. This is your gateway to managing your NAS. On another PC or laptop, open a web browser and type in the IP address of the NAS. If your browser cautions you about the security, hit the Advanced button and choose Proceed to the IP address. Enter TrueNAS_admin as the username, followed by the password you had set earlier. Now we have successfully logged into the TrueNAS web interface. Here, the first step is to create a pool for the storage drives. So go to the Storage tab. Click on Create Pool. Enter a name for the pool. Choose the layout that best suits your setup. I have only one hard drive, so I'm selecting Stripe. If you want multiple hard drives to the pool, you can select mirror or different RAID configurations for redundancy and performance. Choose the disk you'd like to add to it. Then just keep pressing next. Finally, click the Create Pool button. Tap the Confirm checkbox and hit Continue. Next, we need to create a dataset within the storage pool. The dataset will act like a folder with advanced features, or you can think of it as a subdirectory in your storage system. Click on the Add Dataset option for the storage pool you just created. Enter a name for the dataset. Hit the Save button. With that, you have successfully created a NAS system. But if you want to access it from other devices on your network, you will need to configure a sharing protocol. We'll go with the SMB because it's fairly easy to set up and works on most devices. First, we'll create a user for the SMB sharing. Click on Credentials and select Users from the submenu. Press the Add button. Enter the full name, username, and password for the user. Enable the checkbox next to SMB user. It will enable the user to access the SMB or Samba shares. Hit Save. Now, to enable file sharing via SMB, go to the Shares tab. Click on Add next to the Windows SMB shares. Select the part to the dataset you created earlier. Agree to configure the ACL permissions. Then click on Add item at the bottom of the access control list. First, add a mask entry which is mandatory when you add named users or groups. Set the maximum allowable permissions for a user or group. Add another item. Set user under the Who option. Pick your newly created user. Enable the checkboxes next to Read, Write, and Execute. Now hit the Save Access Control List option. Back at the Shares tab, toggle the checkbox for the SMB share you created earlier. Okay, everything is set up. Now, to check if your NAS is accessible on your LAN network, open File Explorer on your PC and type the IP address of the NAS into the address bar. Then, enter your username and password to gain access to the SMB share. You can now store and access your files from any device on your local network. You can access your NAS on your mobile device. For that, you need to use a file manager app that supports network protocols. I am going to use CX File Explorer. In the file manager, tap on Add a network location. Select SMB as the protocol. Enter the TrueNAS server address and the username and password for the SMB share. Now tap Connect to access the shared dataset or folder. Now let's take it a step further and make sure NAS is accessible over the internet. Please follow the steps to do it safely and securely. To make your NAS accessible over the internet, we'll create a secure VPN network using Tailscale. This method is secure, easy, and doesn't require complex port forwarding or dynamic DNS setup on your router. First of all, go to the App section and search for Tailscale. Click on Tailscale app. Select your storage pool to install it. Now, go to the Tailscale website. Log in using your Google account. Go to the settings. Generate an authentication key. This key will link your NAS to your Tailscale network. Copy the authentication key and paste it into the Tailscale app configuration on your NAS. Now click Install to deploy the application. Once done, your NAS will join the Tailscale network as a node. Here, you can see the Tailscale assigned IP for your TrueNAS server. You can disable the expiry of the key. This will make sure you never need to re-authenticate. Now it's time to access the NAS over the internet via Tailscale. To show you, I am going to connect my computer to my mobile hotspot. Then install the Tailscale client on your computer. The Tailscale client app is available for Windows, macOS, Linux, Android, and iOS. So you can install it on any device and access your NAS on that device. After installation, log in using the same Tailscale account. Once you are connected to the Tailscale network, you can test accessing shared folders and the TrueNAS web interface to ensure everything is working. And that's it. You have successfully built your own NAS using TrueNAS Scale and made it accessible over the internet using Tailscale.